Hi parents out there, today's episode is on baby proofing must-haves. I know it's really hard to protect your kids from everything at home, but these are some of the preventative measures that we took for our toddler twins. I'm Kanika. I'm an entrepreneur and a mom of twins with a third on the way. I'm passionate about all things lifestyle, organizing, and mindful parenting. So there's so many baby gates out there on the market, but the ones that we found that work best for us are these mesh retractable gates. Firstly, these are the only gates that worked for our broad main entrance. And secondly, they're really discreet because they retract into place. So even though the kids do try to push against the mesh, when it's locked, it's pretty fixed in place and really taut. On to cabinet safety locks. So we actually found these really cool magnetic locks, and what I like most about them is that they're discreet. That's like my number one thing, is I don't want to compromise the aesthetic of my home as I'm baby proofing. They actually work better than the plastic locks out there, and they're virtually invisible. I bought these black felt stickers on Etsy, and that's what I use as little indicators for where you hover the magnet over to open up the cabinet. So for the first 2 years of their life, kids have to go through a teething, and they literally gnaw at everything in sight. My husband and I were shocked when we saw their cribs because there were teeth marks in the wood. So I found a way to cover them up with these crib rails. And what's great about them is that they're felt, and so they can gnaw on it as much as they want, and it's soft, and they don't get into the paint and the wood in the crib. That protects them from the dangerous toxins that are in there. And lastly, they're machine washable, which is great. A must-have for your little toddler who's crawling and walking around is a play yard. We just plop our twins in there, and that way I can run to the kitchen or go to the bathroom and know that they're safe. My daughter actually started gnawing on the rails of the play yard, and so similar to what we did with the cribs and the crib rails, I actually turned it into a fun DIY project. So I went out and bought some felt fabric and gave it to my local tailor because I'm not a sewer myself, and he sewed in strings every 10 inches, and we tied it around the play yard, and they're literally a lifesaver and are very protective for your little teethers. Lastly, invest in a good playmat. We love the skip hop one that we have just because I can manipulate it into different designs, and it has a really thick foam cushioning, which comes in handy when your little toddlers are crawling around on their knees or first learning to walk. All right guys, I hope you found these tips useful. If you have any baby safety hacks that you used, I would love to hear about them, so write them in the comments below. I included all the products that we bought in the description box. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and click on the bell icon to get notified about more. And obviously subscribe. Thank you so much. See you next time.